Hello everybody and welcome along to League of Europe. This is round number 6 and we are here at Austin, Texas tonight for Division 3 United States Grand Prix. I am back this week after missing Monaco. I'm probably kind of gutted I missed Monaco, but here I am. I'm back hopefully for the rest of the season. Joining me for this week we have Nolan joining me back once again. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm back. Division 3 seems to be the place I commentate now, so... what was the last race I did? I don't remember. Is it Abu Dhabi that we commentate? I think it was Abu Dhabi.
No, it wasn't Abu Dhabi.
No, it was D1.
you did D1 because you were special.
I was in the big leagues.
Yeah, I am echoing a bit, by the way. But anyway, so last week we did see, I think, few stewards reports, from last week, which was great to see. But we saw, if I get the standings up, we saw Sergat taking the race victory once again, his second win in a row, which puts him on 81 points over Chill's 72 points. He's now full-time, but he got 2 podiums in a row as well. D-Mort's had another podium as well in second place, and he also got fastest lap as well in third with 61 points. Cam in 4th on 58, White Y 5th on 55, and we got Guapo on 46, MCL 45, Ryan B 44, Connor O'Keefe 21, and we got Lars on 20 points. I think we got all the drivers that are meant to be here today. I think there's one reserve tonight, but I'm trying to remember who it is. I think it's Stomper that's one of the reserves, but I'll double check on that one. But yeah, so comfortable gap up front, but Chill being consistent can get it up there too.
Yeah, well, Chill's always had problems getting it up there. He knows that. It's never really been a strong point of him, but hopefully Chill learns to get it up and keep it up this week.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously USA is a track where it was first hosted the race back in 2012, where we saw Lewis Hamilton won the first few races. He won a few titles here back in the day as well. We also saw in 2017 or 18 Kimi Raikkonen won his last race in Formula 1 in the Ferrari, which was a record-breaking 114 race win drought and scoring a popular victory with the crowd. He started, I think, all the way near the back as well after no, it wasn't. I think it was near the front anyway. Someone started near the back. It was Max Verstappen. But anyway, we saw a wet weekend in 2015. So we've seen crazy things happen around here, around this circuit. But since I think the introduction of Drive to Survive, I think obviously with the United States, it seems to have a little bit more of a fan base in that country at the moment. This season, in real life, 3 tracks are going to be hosting a race around that country. So everyone must be doing something right to attract the fans in that country.
Yeah, I will say I'm quite happy Miami's been left off the calendar for us this season, because I think Miami is a shocking track, personally. It actually, a lot of people called it boring in real life last season. It was like 3rd in the track with the most overtakes, so it did well, apparently, overtake-wise. It's just, if I remember correctly, the camera crew missed out on about 9% of them. Oh...
I jinxed it, didn't I?
Yes. This means no rain for D2, please.
Yeah. For those of you that are wondering, usually if it rains in qualifying in D3, it's usually dry in the race for D2, and sometimes if it's raining in qualifying in D3, it usually rains in the race in D4. So. Not liking those odds for me, but I'm sure Nolan is very happy anyway. It's intermediate conditions, by the way, for the drivers. I doubt it's going to get any worse, hopefully not, because otherwise we're going to see, I think, a few people going off. But who's going out first? I believe it's one of the Mercedes. No, it's not one of the Mercedes. It's Harry F in the Ferrari, who's usually the one who out first. Not had the best of seasons, Harry F. No points this season. He got a DNF in Monaco, a DNF in China. Did not start some of the races either. I think he's got a lot of work to do, because he's, I think, one of the only full-time drivers, apart from Ryan Belshaw and Damon, to not score any points. Obviously, Damon's not here. Ryan Belshaw, his teammate, is here, I believe, as well. It's not looking good for Alfa Romeo and the constructors.
No, Alfa Romeo have had a very poor start to the season, I think, and but they've got the drivers to do it. I know Ryan Belshaw He's just too eager to get past people. He's quite fast, but he doesn't have the patience, which has got him in a bit of trouble. I don't know much about Harry F, but I know I've commentated over Ryan Belshaw in the past. I think this week we should expect to see. I think Harry Noir will have a really good week. I remember him being quite fast at COTA last time I saw him. I don't know what he's like in the rain, but at least in the dry, I know this is quite a good track for Harry.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's quite unique, I think, for this track for Harry. And as he just invalidated his outlap. Yeah, that's not good for Harry at the end of the day, but he's getting a little bit tired out. Now, bearing in mind, as you'll find out, if any of our divisions have wet qualifying today, they'll be on those inters for, I think, quite a while. They'll be on it for like 3 or 4 laps before they go into the pitch, just so they get a feel for it. 'Cause you don't get that much grip at the start of your first lap anyway, so they'll be out that for a long period of time anyway. As we can see, I think Harry F, or is it Ryan Belshaw? No, it's Ryan Belshaw out there, so he heads towards turn 1. Now, this part of the track will remind us of Mates and Beckett's in Silverstone. Also, it reminds me of Suzuka as well, the S's section. Don't forget we were in Suzuka round number 3 of the season. So I think this haunts quite a few people, not gonna lie. It does haunt me, especially in the wet. Heading towards turn 8 and 9 now. This will follow a DRS zone very, very soon, but he's not going to use that much ERS in the wet anyway. He can save a bit in this heading to this braking zone here as well. Now, some people can use a lot of downforce in the wet. Sometimes they can be very, very brave, but I'm not one of those brave people. But usually it's the part of the track where we see some brave overtakes down the inside into turn number 12 then as he cuts the inside curve a bit. I don't think that was an invalidation. I'll need to obviously double check that because I think the stewards will be keeping a close eye on that corner today as he heads towards the next right-hander, 15 and 16, which he treats as one turn. Well, purple in set 1 because he's the only man to set a lap right now in that Alfa Romeo. Oh, well, he's not going to set a lap time as he invalidated through the Turkish part of the circuit. So let's go on board with his teammate. Let's see if he fares any better. He hasn't invalidated thus far. Heading towards the final few corners then on the power. But you need to lift off, I think, just a little bit earlier in order to not spin, as I found out. 1:47.0 was Harry F's time. And we got an Aston Martin up to the line. That is, I believe, Corner Kicker in P2, 3 tenths shy of pole position. We got Chill in third at the moment. What about the Alfa Romeo? AlphaTauri, he's about to start his lap, J-Luke. We got Cam up to line 1:48.8, so about a second and a half slower to be fair. Let's see what D-Morts can do. The man who's had a much better season than compared to a few seasons ago, and he's definitely held his own and avoided carnage a lot of the time. So he goes up to the line. Sorante goes fastest, but D-Morts is like, if anything, he could do, I could do better, and he goes over pretty much a tenth quicker than Sorante, a few tenths quicker than Harry F.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually seeing a lot of people back off the laps. I'm surprised people aren't going for multiple runs, like you said. I do think ERS is the reason why, because even on a track in the rain, like normally in the rain you save ERS, I think on this, because of that straight, you will still use a lot. You probably have enough for 2 runs, as Sagat completely loses the car there. So if he was on for another run, he won't be getting one now.
Nope.
But I do think we'll see times creep into the low 45s. I know in Division 1, if it was raining, we'd be seeing people in the 42 to 43s. So it will not shock me if we see people getting into the low 45s in this session when they get a little bit more comfortable towards the end. And it might even dry up a little bit. We might see times creep down a little bit lower if a dry line does appear. But I think at the moment, just do some laps. And then I'd just drive around, and then with 5 minutes to go, I'd go into the pits and go for a hot lap on low fuel.
That's what I do, to be honest. That's what I usually do when I have a wet qualifying session. I'm pretty much there on the track until about 5 minutes to go, then go into the pits, and then I wait a few minutes and then do a final run. And it's good practice at the end of the day. As you were saying, the track is getting faster by the minute as J-Luke goes faster by a few tenths per second on D-Mort. Sagat in second place at the moment. Julie shows on a lap in the first sector, starting sector 2 now. Matt Tibos is going faster, 1:45.6. Well, I can't tell if it's getting worse or if it's just that the track is evolution's getting quicker. I don't know, but obviously we'll find out from a lot of the drivers. Anyone else about to finish a run? We've got a few AlphaTauris finishing their run, and we've got, I think, Mike
Harry starting a lap.
Pardon?
Harry Nawaga's just started a lap.
Yep, there he is then. In that
Oh
Ferrari.
no, he's done 19%.
Yep, he's in 19% at the moment, so I think he's not running out of fuel, and he's invalidated. So, well done on your commentator's curse on Harry. I don't think he's going to like that at all. I think we got that Haas of Stomper, I think, about to finish his run then. Is he going to be good enough for pole? Nope, he's not. He stays 14th. Jules Conti, last of our runners so far, but he's coming out of the pits right now. What about Julie Show? No. This is a track where people can invalidate a lot, especially in the wet. We found that in, well, pretty much when we did the sprint here last season in USA. I think we did the sprint here in USA last season. Yeah, we did. I remember that because it was wet in quite a few of the tiers in the sprint race. I think myself included. But yeah, see a lot of penalties, and it may come down to people getting less penalties on who will get the win here today. And well, we'll see if anyone else is about to finish Harry's invalidating. What about the Mercedes? He's pitting, but his teammate, where is he? Connor O'Keefe. 1:47.3. I think he may have lost a bit of time in that final sector there. And he's backed off, so he's probably going to go into the pits very shortly. Cam starting. I think he's about to start his next run. Cam seems to be struggling in the wet around USA, it seems. It's not like him because he is his home circuit. And the last time we were here, he won the 50% race. So I would expect him to be the favourite, but he's not looking too comfortable out there in these wet conditions.
No, and I remember Cam K being quite decent in the wet, so that surprised me a bit.
Yeah.
I do think we should expect to see something good from Sagat, because Sagat seems to be the dominant person so far. I know he's only ahead in the championship by 9 points, but he's ahead with one less race. He DNF'd China. He got no points from China whatsoever. So to be top of the championship, effectively racing one less race than everybody else, points-wise at least, he's not scored there. He has 3 wins from the 4 races that he's finished. So he's shown that he's consistently one of, if not the fastest in the group. Obviously, we've got Chill with a win and 2 podiums as well, but Sagat seems to be the guy that's got most of the pace, and he's going to start his lap soon. We'll see how confident he is in the wet, but if it's a dry race, I do think no matter where he qualifies, we should expect to see Sagat near the front come the end.
It is a dry race according to the drivers. No wet race, apparently. Let's just hope they're not lying, because you know the game likes to lie with weather conditions around here. So he is currently sitting in P6 right now, so I think he can find a bit more time. He's got to find at least a second to get to Matt Tibos, but I think 1:44s is probably what we're looking at, but obviously I don't know what the wet conditions are around this tier anyway. So yes, Sagat is about to start one. Anyone about to finish? Where's D-Morts at the moment? Well, he's 6/10 slower, so he's not able to improve, unfortunately. What about Connor? Connor has, I think, backed off. So yes, it's Sagat who's about to start one. So Sagat has been a driver, like you're saying, who was quite dominant in quite a lot of the races. But there has been some races where he has made mistakes, and I did curse him quite a few times in Japan, so I do apologise, Sagat. But I broke free of the curse in Abu Dhabi a few weeks ago, so someone's gone off. Is that?
He's almost in the wall.
Oh, I jinxed him. So that's commentator's curse number 2, and he's got my number as well in the game. So and he's invalidated as well. Well, there's one bit that he went on was the short track. By the way, Cody, bring the short version of the track back for some of the circuits like Bahrain. I missed those. That was fun. But Yeah, so he kind of cut that and almost went into this part of the circuit pretty much, but at least he's back on the circuit now, but I'm guessing he would go again. I hope he's got enough fuel. He should have enough fuel, shouldn't he?
He will do, but if not, he will just go back in. I don't think it'll be a problem. I think right now he'll be quite happy seeing his championship contender, QVR Chill, still in 19th place. Clearly struggling to put a lap in. He's currently on a lap now. He was just under 3 temps up, so he's currently on bar to get a good lap in. The issue is, can he finish the lap? Because right now, Sagat, although he's struggling, he's going to be starting way ahead of his championship rival.
Yes, which is Chill. Chill's only down in 19th place, so he's 2 temps up in the first sector though. The sun is starting to peak up a little bit. Weather still the same. I don't think it's going to be a changeable condition session as turn 12 and 13. I want to actually see what corners the stewards are looking for today. I think it will be good to know, obviously, for the driver's benefit and for our benefit. Turn 9 and turn 19. So turn 9 is just before the DRS detection point, and obviously turn 19 to penultimate corner. I'm surprised they're not looking at turn 12, but I'm guessing if you get cut that massively, you'll invalidate anyway. So Chill then, up to the line he goes in the Williams. P2 in the championship, currently sitting last in the qualifying standings. 9th at the moment, but still not ahead of Sagat, who's in 7th. Sagat's gone into the pit lane. We got a McLaren of Matt Tibbos, who's our current pole sitter at the moment. He's a 10th up in the middle sector, so this should be a good lap. Maybe 144s? No, not quite. He improved ever so slightly, but that's still pole position. Jadek's not going to improve because he's invalid. What about Cooler Kicker on 5-lap-old Inters? He goes up to the line at 3 seconds down on his previous run, so stays 14th. Quite a few drivers are going to come in. I think we will start to see quite a lot of people going into the pits, and then quite a lot of people going out again for their final few runs of short qualifying. The gap is quite spread out, obviously, because I think some people are still getting used to these horrible conditions, but at least they don't have to run it in the wet in the race. So they just want to get a feel for it. I wonder if we'll see a shake-up grid today.
Well, we'll definitely see a shaked-up grid. A lot of people struggle, especially as well in the rain. If you're running ABS, you're going to have such a big advantage in Sector 3 compared to the other people. So that's something to take into note as well. Sector 3 ABS is already quite strong. In the rain, it adds a whole new element. So we'll definitely see a change. I think we already are seeing a change. I don't think Matt Tibbos will be offended in saying you don't normally expect him on pole,
no,
especially by that far. So he's just going to try to take advantage of that. The people like Sagat, Chill, they'll be trying to make their way through. He's got to try pull his gap before they get through the field. And, I mean, they're not exactly easy people to overtake. I wouldn't want to be trying to overtake Harry on this track because I've battled Harry in Endure, and I know that man will not give up a position easily at all.
Yeah, I've battled him in D4 last season around here, and yeah, he can do proper send and make it work. And then when I try to attack him, I just can't get through. So yeah, he does well around this track. I can't remember where he finished in D4 last season around this track. Probably near the top. I think I remember he got driver of the day. But White why about to start his run. Everyone's about to start their runs at the moment. Ryan B in 4th place at the moment has pretty much got quite a lot of our driver of the days this season, currently in P8. Has only DNF'd once in Silverstone, the race I missed. 1 point below MCR, who's currently sitting in 11th. So Ryan B is ahead of them in the rivalries at the moment. So MCR, well, he's used all his deployment. That is interesting. So I wonder if he tried to go for another run earlier, but MCR come across the line in 3rd. So at the moment, he's ahead of Ryan B. Both Ryan Bs.
Yeah, pretty good lap from MCR. I think he'll be happy with that. That will be his last run of the session. Unless he saves the RS and goes for one more run, maybe. He could do that, actually. If he feels like it's worth it. I don't see the harm in doing. I do just want to say, whilst we have the time for a second, in Division 1, there is a couple of minutes to go, and Someone is in the 31s in qualifying. A 31.9 is currently pole, which is absolutely ridiculous.
That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I can only reach, I think, 134s, 133s around here. I can't even get into the 131s. They're hacking, joking. You can't hack on PS anyway. So that's fine. That's just people being very, very quick at track. So, yeah, 1 minute left of qualifying. Is anybody going to improve? We've got Guapo, who I believe has just crossed the line, who set exactly the same lap time as Ryan Belshaw, interestingly enough. So, but I think Ryan B set it, Ryan Belshaw set the lap time first. The other Ryan B is a few hundredths quicker than Demont, as YHYY goes fastest by a tenth of a second over Matt Tibos then. What about Cam, who's about to cross the line? He's about to start his next run. George Gamer going through the first sector. I think we got Jay Luke about to finish a run. 1:45. No, he's about to start one. My bad. What about Nolan's favourite, Harry, who's about to finish his... Nope, he's invalidated. Hopefully it's not this... Oh! Well,
I think he's getting ready to start a lap. Oh,
hopefully this won't invalidate his run by going off the track like that. Please say no, otherwise the game's very cruel. Nope, it's all good. He's starting his run again. MCR can't improve. Matt Tibbles can't improve, so he can't get pole. Got Guapo, though, about to finish. P3. 1:45.649. We got Stomper up to the line. 1:46.727. He can't improve. Next will be Ryan B. P5. 1:46.1. Then we got Ryan... No, it's not Ryan Belshaw. That's his teammate, Harry F. Ryan Belshaw comes across the line in P3. So, times are ticking for these drivers. George Gamer, or is it Julia's show? Here's George Gamer, because Julia's show has invalidated. George Gamer has derated, so I think he's done 2 runs on these set of tyres. I doubt he's going to improve that much, but he does get into the 1:46s at least. 2 Mercedes are running in tandem. We got Connor O'Keefe first, then Sagat second. I wonder if Sagat's improved by quite a lot. Connor O'Keefe 11th. Sagat only 6th, but still ahead of his rival, Chill. Where's Shura now? Invalid. So yeah, he'll definitely be ahead of his rival. J Luke up to the line. Well, he's not up to the line. He's invalid. But his teammate still fastest. He goes into the pits. Cooler Kicker's in the pits. Harry's in the middle sector. Cervante. Let's follow Cervante. Actually, he's the last man to finish a run near the back. So can he get from 18th to near the top? Answer that is no. He's only 17th. Melty goes 19th. I think it's just Harry to finish off a run, as Chill has invalid. So can Harry get near the top half of this grid then for D3? Top 10. So technically he's in the top half. So YHYY is on pole position by 1/10 of a second over Matt Tibos.
Yeah, and that's a really important lap for YHYY. Looking at the rest of the grid and where the people near him are, I think this is a really big opportunity for YHYY to jump up the standings. With the people behind him, he's got a gap to the drivers behind. Barring a safety car, I think this is a really big opportunity for YHYY to pull a big gap.
Yeah, I think so as well, because usually when he starts on pole, he usually has that margin no matter what tyres he goes on for. So maybe he can go on the mediums knowing how likely it's going to be a safety car. But again, we'll have to wait and see. So YHYY on pole, then Matt Tibble second, Ryan B first. Well, Ryan Belshaw first, Guapo fourth. J Luke had a good qualifying in fifth. So we got Sergat, Ryan B, MCR Cam, and Harry in 10th. Then we got D-Morts, Cooler Kicker, Connor O'Keefe, Chill, Stomper, Harry F, Cervante, George Gamer, Melty, and Julie Show. Julie Show will, I think, struggled the most out there. Same with Melty. Those two did not get into the 1:45s or 6s at all, but you never know. It could change in the race. They could have dry pace for all we know at the moment, and you can't see it at the moment, but it is nice and sunny here in COTA, so I think if you, obviously you're racing tonight, I'm racing tonight as well. If you were the guys in D3, with having the fresher tyres, what tyres would you want to go for?
Sounds boring. Nearly every single race, it's going to be hard medium. That's the way to go. I tried to shake things up at Abu Dhabi. I got pole, tried to start on the mediums. Safety car came out and completely ruined my chances at winning. So, as boring as it sounds, anything but a hard medium is a risky strategy nowadays on this game.
Yeah, I think so as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of things that goes on at the moment. So, yeah, I would start. I don't know. I would start on the hards because the hards are a good race tire around here, and the mediums I think can claw their way back towards the end of the race quite quickly. We saw that when there was a medium to soft strategy on the last game. So I think it could happen here, and we'll see. So, we got a mixed bag. Harry and Toronto on softs.
What?
Now that's brave. It's not going to rain. Why have they gone for that? I don't know.
Are they going soft hard? There's no way.
They must be.
Unless they're just hoping for a safety car. I don't know. I don't know.
Softs don't last very long around here, so I don't get why they want to go on the softs, but I'm not the strategist.
Plan is to go softs early, then go into the hards, and hope to get a safety car later on. I think that's the plan. I think that's what they're hoping for.
But they have two sets of mediums in their back pocket. They got balance, so
yeah. But if you go to the hards, there you go, mediums really, won't you? So
yeah, exactly.
But I think the worry is there. If a safety car doesn't come out, they can take the hards to the end. The mediums won't go to the end.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think if there's a safety car midway through, it's just they can go on mediums. But I see why they want to go soft hard. It's one of the tracks where the softs can last quite a bit of time. But we talked about those two. The top four are on mediums as well as Sergat. J-Luke's on hards as well as Ryan B and Cam. MCR's on mediums. D-Mort's on mediums. Cooler Kicker, Connor Key, Stomper's on hards. Stomper, you don't want to be doing that sunshine in those conditions. George Game on the hards and Julie Shirt on the hard compound tyres. Well, if you are watching and if you want any of the divisions later on, hopefully this race should give you an idea of what strategy to do, because we've got people on all three tyres, so we can see which strategy is the best. Soft hard, medium hard, or medium... Well, no, soft hard, medium hard, or hard medium. There we go. Those are the strategies. Before we start quickly, Nolan, who's your pick for the win?
I'm going to go for YHYY, Sergat, and I'm going to go for Ryan B 1994. I think that'll be the three.
I'm going to go YHYY, Guapo, Sergat.
Okay.
I think, but we'll see.
I will say Cam K could have a very good race.
He did start last, I think, last season, and then he went on to win the race. And he had a default setup as well, so it is possible. He's on the same strategy as well, so you never know. Anyway, 5 red lights are on. United States Grand Prix, League of Europe, Division 3 is a go. And it's a very bad camera at the moment, but here we go on the right camera. Now, Matt Tibos had a storming start over YHYY in towards T1, but can YHYY get the cut back? No. Both McLarens actually have a good start as they try to go down the inside of Ryan B into the S's. The S's can be, I think, an absolute nightmare for all the drivers in turn one. I think everybody's going to be absolutely frightened, so everyone will probably take it cautiously. But oh no, I spoke too soon. Ryan Belshaw has had spin in the S's, and I wonder if he's got any front wing damage as we head through there. But we'll keep an eye on the front. So it's Matt Tibbles first, YHYY second, Guapo third, J-Luke fourth, Ryan B fifth, Sergat sixth. I think apart from the midfield, I think not much has changed really. Oh, Cam's had enough. Weird. Is that George? It's hard to tell, but Cam has definitely had enough. He's down to 18th now, so bit of squabbles in the midfield, which has not helped any of the drivers.
Yeah, in absolute shocking news, as people are sending it into the hairpin. Absolute shocking news. Division 3 racing standards are not great. We're all shocked at what we've just heard as we've got an Aston Martin sending it around the outside of Melty. That's Mort, so he puts himself up into 15th. Melty going to look to the outside. That's not going to work. And these soft runners not taking advantage as much as they'd hope. They really need to get the best out of those tyres now, because the softs die very quick here, as overheating is a big issue at USA.
Yep, it is. And they have to have the tyre pressures on low. If they didn't have it on low in Monaco, I think they're going to have a wake-up call here in the United States. And I've tried... There was a race, I think, in the United States where I ran rear ring damage and it was awful and I kept spinning every 5 seconds. So, yeah, you don't want to get damaged here because I think that's a track that could cost you, especially how difficult the traction is around here. It's not too bad. There are some medium-speed corners, but there are some moments where they can send it into a wall. So, Gat, looking like he's going to try and get a position on Ryan B, it looks like. Looks like the ones in the top 3 are on the mediums, so the mediums have got the early pace advantage early on, as Harry F has gone for a spin. So that's another Alfa Romeo driver around. That's not good for any of those 2 drivers, but we'll see if any one of the front boys is able to go for a move. Here comes White to our right on at Matt Tibbles then. I think if he had DRS, he would have gone for it, but he's going to try and go without it, but he does not. As Chill tries to go down the inside of MCR into towards turn 12. Can he make the move stick? The answer to that is yes. Chill up to 7th.
Yeah, it's a very good move by Chill. Needed to be done. MCR is a tough racer, so he's got the move done. Sagat, though, will not be as easy as the championship rivals find themselves right near each other, and they probably didn't expect this to be the situation, but will they make their way through the field together now, though, as we've got a Mercedes round? That's Connor.
I think he only had a half spin. I think he just fouled off the track, I think. So, yeah, he's back on circuit, but down to 15th now. Now, Cam was in the back a moment ago. Now he's back up to 14th. Oh, my goodness. That was, I think, a close call for Connor O'Keefe there. I think... Well, I have to say, I was impressed with the driving standards in Monaco because there was less incidents. I think we're going to have more incidents than Monaco, and I thought we would get more in Monaco. It's Melty, by the way, gets past Caller Kicker in the S's section. I don't know why I missed that, but anyway, he's up to 12th on those mediums. Who has gained the most out of everybody? Sorante, Melty, Chill all up 7 places. Biggest loser, Ryan Belshaw down 12. Oh no, our pole sitter has been overtaken by the 2 McLarens. Good teamwork, I have to say, from both of them. Let's see, this could be 3 wide.
He's going to get them both, though.
The sector 2
He's in a sandwich.
turn 12. This could be a potential move for the lead of the race. Guapo down the inside of both Matt Tibbles and White Roy up into the lead of this race. Well, he thought that he would be challenged by his own teammate, but he had White Roy to contend with. And he did that with ease. That is an example of how you race cleanly in USA. Wow.
Yeah, very, very good move. The McLarens thought they had the job done, and it ended up Matt has fallen from 1st to 3rd. So that has really not worked out well for Matt, as he's also not going to get pit priority, as a Mercedes around again, and it's Sagat this time. It's
Sagat that's off our championship leader. He's gone off in the final corner. He's now back, no damage. So it's all good, but we'll keep a close eye on this McLaren / AlphaTauri sandwich, because we've got McLaren P1, AlphaTauri P2, McLaren P3, AlphaTauri P4. I don't want to be in either Zach Brown's or Helmut Marko's garages right now. I wonder who will be given priority. I think it will be mainly the ones up front, but yellow flag, that is Harry. No, it's not Harry. He's being passed by his teammate. That is Stomper that's round.
Yeah, it's not really gone well for any... I think most people are struggling at the moment. I think grip seems to be a bit of an issue on the track at the moment. The only people that... Oh, I'll tell you what, Matt Tibbles is really struggling. He has fallen off the back.
Jayla going for the move then, heading towards turn 12. As well. Yeah, I think he started off well, but his tyres, I think, are overheating. As Sorante getting past MCR then, potentially. Oh, they're banging wheels in towards turn 13. Oh my God, that was ever so close. Sorante, I think, has got the challenge for the move. Now he's going to go for the Ricardo Sender Dreams. Can this be the moment he's looking for? Nope, it's not. MCR gets the place back from Sorante, who spins on cue there, and his teammate Andy Mort has got past him. So, yeah, Chill is up to 6th, by the way, after all that. He's gained 8 places. He's now going to chase down Ryan B for 5th.
Yeah, it's been a very all over the shop start to this race as gaps are opening very quickly, and look at the top 7, like that train has gone. I mean, MCR's just holding on, but D-Mort's dropped very far back, and the person this has hurt the most actually is Harry. Harry in 9th on those softs. He'd have really been hoping to get a lot further up as Tibos already has a penalty. Expect to see a lot of them today. Sector 1, I did a practice session earlier. I didn't 1 valid lap time in 2 sessions, so Sector 1 will claim a lot of people for penalties this session.
Well, you done better than me. I haven't done any practice for tonight's race, so I am probably going to invalidate more than you. As Stomper is out of the session. Now that's in the pit lane. Okay, good. There's not going to be no safety car. That's going to help, I think, the hard runners out. That breathes a sigh of relief for them. But Ryan B gets past Matt Tibos. Yeah, Matt Tibos is struggling massively at the moment. I think he'll have to go on the hards probably a similar time to the softs if he's not careful. I think he might struggle on the hards. I'm a bit worried about his pace on the hards today. So we'll keep an eye on him as Matt Tibos has got a penalty, as we were saying earlier. Will Ryan B have the pace advantage on J Luke? That is my question. Well, Ryan B has got 48% ERS. J Luke has less ERS than him, so it could be advantage Ryan B in that Red Bull, you know, but J Luke has got a buffer. He's got Wise Rye in front of him. There could be some teamwork involved. There could be some little slipstream DRS fest going on as well to stop.
SQVR chill. He's going to go for the move on Matt Tibos up the inside into turn 1. Quite easy. He's going to close off the inside, and that is chill now up into P5. Tibos is probably going to try hold it around the outside, but it's not going to work. And he's going to struggle as well through sector 1. Dirty Air, you can't really see the line if you're relying on that, and he is backing off. So move done quite easily by Chill. And next up, he's going to be going for Ryan B.
Here comes, Ryan B. I think Chill has gone very quick. I think, to be honest, last season he got screwed by a safety car. I think he was leading for most of that race, and then he got screwed by a safety car. So hopefully that's going to be the opposite, that he doesn't get screwed by anything. And Matt Tibos. Well, we said that his tyre pressures and temperatures were a bit off. Well, this explained it because he had a bit of a moment in turn 10 and 11. So he's now dropped down to 10th, so Gat's got past him. So Gat's going to try and get past Harry now down the inside. And does it with ease through turn 12. There he goes. But Harry's going to fight back. No, he's not going to fight back. Ooh, Matt Tibos. That was almost going to be 3 wide for a second then once again. My oh my. There's a lot of people that want to go 3 wide all of a sudden, but it's not the track to do it because I tried that once and I had to back off because otherwise I would have been sent in a wall. But yeah, Bell's starting to die down a bit near the front at least, but the midfield are definitely showing a piece of their medicine at the moment. Harry, I'm keeping an eye on his tyres. Matt Tibos is starting to close up again. We got Sorante in. Is Harry's tyres starting to give up the ghost?
Oh, Harry's tyres are going to be so hot right now. I've seen him going through the long right-hander at the start of Sector 3, and he's going so wide, you can tell his tyres are cooked. I'm curious if Matt Tibos has got some damage that we can't see because his pace is so bad in the race. He's dropped back so much as Harry's tyres have given up. He's in the wall. That's a retirement. Safety car's come out. And this is perfect for the medium runners. And if you started on the hard, you're in big trouble.
No safety car.
No safety? Huh?
It is on reduce, remember? Oh, that was a late call for that safety car. Now, if you're J-Luke, Ryan B, Cam, Caller Kicker, Connor, George Gamer, and Julie Show, you would have probably been like, oh damn, my strategy is screwed. But that is a risk you got to take for starting on those hard compounder tyres. So
yeah, I tell you what as well, Sorante, he just pitted on those softs. This has worked out perfectly for him.
That's worked perfectly for all the soft runners, which was just him, I believe.
Well, the other one's in a wall, so.
And Stomper started on softs and he had to go on media and he retired. So pretty much all the soft runners, apart from Sorante had a bit of a spin, to be fair, but He's now back in this race. So if I was a medium, I would go in. So Guapo's in, YHYY is in, J-Hook's in. Interesting.
What he's thinking is he kind of has to.
He probably thinks there's another safety car.
Yeah, well, he kind of has to risk it at this point, because if there's not, then his race is over anyway.
Double
So
stack.
the hards, it makes sense for the hards to pit now, really.
Yeah. Oh no, MCR. What have you done? MCR has gone for the softs.
Why? What?
Welcome to D3 Crazy Strategies podcast, where we look at seeing which strategies are crazy. And I think MCR and Matt Tibos have had the most crazy strategies, I think, ever. Softs only last 10 laps. Oh my goodness.
Well,
I don't know what to say right now.
They do say safety cars breed safety cars, but
Well, if there is another safety car, then I would probably be proved wrong. But if there's not, they're going to be kicking themselves.
well, the thing is, even if there is another safety car, the mediums will just stay out. Like,
Yeah,
if there's
they
one
would. They do have a fresh medium, so if they don't think their mediums are going to get to the end.
Yeah, but he needs one within like the next 5. Like those softs will go 5 or 6 laps maximum.
Yeah, mediums last 20 laps according to my thingy. I don't think they last that long.
They go long, but they'll be nice for about 12.
They'll be nice for about 12, and then they'll start tire temps. They'll start to struggle about lap 15, 16, and then punch a territory lap 18. So unless you want higher tire temps, go for it. Don't recommend it around the track, which is hard for traction. But Ryan B, your race leader, not your net race leader, he's still yet to stop. Same with Cam, Caller Kicker, Connor O'Keefe and George Gamer. Your net race leader, he doesn't need to stop again. Guapo, on those hards, they can last till the end. Bit of a push, but he'll make it. YHYY, net P2, chill. Now, I did say he was unlucky with safety cars last season. This safety car has definitely helped him get back into contention. He's in a net 3rd right now.
Yeah, and look at Cam K, who we spoke about before. I know he hasn't pit yet, but currently sat in P2. If he relies on his pace and just tries to drive away, those hards won't feel too bad yet. The issue is they need a safety car to come at such a perfect time. They're relying on a lot to go right. I do think we could see the likes of the ones at the front maybe pull something out of this, because the mediums will not go to the end, or if they do, they will be dreadful. So, and I don't know what MCR is thinking. We'll just ignore MCR and Tibos. I do think this is going to come down to penalties. I think the race win will probably come down to penalties.
I always tend to get penalties around here. I think one of the tracks I get penalties is Mexico, Canada, and USA. I get at least one. So the people think, oh, Jess, you're good at not getting penalties. Well, I get penalties. I'm human. I think we all do. So I think everyone has caught up to the safety car now. Everyone's on the same lap. Julie Show's on the set of the mediums as well. So Gat also was forced to go onto the mediums as well. So, yes, again, I am not liking people's expectations for some people. I think they're going to struggle, I think, those mediums, but we'll see. But I think now...
Yeah, and...
Sorry.
The mediums, if they're... I don't even think they'll go to the end. They won't go to the end. They're not... Those mediums will not make it to the end. They will have to pit again, so they're banking on a safety car, because the tyre temps are crazy. Like, those mediums will get hot quite quick. The thing is with mediums on this track, they're a lot better towards the end of the race when your fuel's a bit lighter, your car... I just think... I don't understand the call to go to mediums. I think at the moment, Melty is in a very good spot for maybe getting a 4, fighting for a podium. But it's going to... YHYY and Chill is the fight for the win. I feel like I'm disregarding Aguepo. He's looked very fast. But I don't know, there's something about YHYY and Chill. I think that's going to be the fight for the win.
Yeah, I think they've been near the front of the championship for quite a bit. YHYY was obviously dropping a little bit due to some of his results not going his way. He only got an 8th place in Monaco and he did not score in Abu Dhabi, but We'll
We
see.
don't count Monaco.
Ryan Belshaw is in. His safety car's in the pit lane. Brian B, has floored it. So he's going to go right now, and he's pulling away. He's pulling away from Cam, so Cam was struggling a little bit there. Connor O'Keefe trying to get advantage of corner kicker, but to no avail. Dean Morts has had an awful restart, by the way. Oh, as Connor O'Keefe goes round the right-hand side line, and he stays in full position, covers off George Gamer quite nicely. What about our net race leaders? How are they doing? Guapo, he's pulling away from White quite considerably, so he's managing his hard tyres a lot better. He's got up to temperature a lot more, but he might struggle towards the end, so I wonder if White is saving a bit of his tyre life. Now, I've heard for what happened to MCR, he selected hard tyres, and the game put him on softs. So, the game has pretty much screwed him. That happened to me, I think, one race. I wanted to go on mediums, I think, in Danville, and they put me on hards. I was like, no, I wanted another tyre. But anyway, MCR is going to try and take advantage, I guess. Not the way he would like to, but stays in ninth position. Oh, Melty having a battle with Matt Tibos. Matt Tibos goes past him.
Yeah, Matt Tibos trying to recover some damage from a poor start to the race. He's on those softs. It's probably a smart move just to let him through, to be honest. If I'm Sagat, I'm letting Matt Tibos through and letting him cause some trouble ahead of me and try to pick up the scraps, because you're not racing Matt Tibos at the moment, and this group ahead of you look a little bit spicy. J. Luke is desperate to get past MCR, who is on the softs but struggling.
Yes, I'm looking at Division 1 right now. They're only on lap 5, so they must have started late. And it's
they had a restart.
It's full wets in D1 at the moment. So just to update you on that, it's Campbell that's leading at the moment with Selly in P2 and Nathan in 3rd. J-Luke's down to 10th position on the road. MCR's got past him. Unsurprisingly, MCR's on the softer rubber, so I don't think J-Luke had to fight it too much to try and get past him at the end of the day. He's not bothered because he knows MCR will have to pit earlier than him, and so we know those softs won't last at all. Anyone going for the move up front?
Sagat's going for the move up into the hairpin. He let Matt Tibos through and has now found himself being faster. He's in a bit of a weird situation here where he let the soft runner through to his benefit, but then realised he's faster than the soft runner, so he's made his way back through. J. Luke now going for a move on MCR, and these soft runners really struggling.
They seem to be as well. I think it strongly suggests that the softs go pretty much off quickly than you might expect, and that is frustrating. And I do not want to beat everyone on the soft tyres, but MCR made a mistake. Not sure about Matt Tibos, but Matt Tibos, I think, is making the most of a bad situation. Let's hope his tyres don't go off too quickly like we saw with him on the mediums, or was he on hards? I can't remember what tyres he was on. George Gamer, 3-second penalty. Sixth driver with a penalty thus far. We got George Gamer and YHYY going for a move. YHYY with the fresher rubber decides that he's going to benefit from it and get past George Gamer. Chill does as well. I thought Chill would have taken advantage of that and tried to get past YHYY too, but I think he just wants to keep it consistent, keep it clean. He doesn't want to get involved in too much mess in that Williams car. As J-Luke gets past him as well around the outside. Easy does it, goes J-Luke. We got MCR.
Oh, Chill's going to get double overtaken here. He's going to get triple overtaken. There's Sagat now with a great run on the mediums. And I don't... Why has he done that? Sagat had a great run and just completely cut a corner. He's giving himself a warning for no reason. A bit of lack of patience there as he's going to make his way past Chill. You'd assume down this straight, which he is.
George, you mean?
George, sorry. Yeah, down the straight. George has got the run, actually got the DRS. I don't know what wings he's using there, but...
my goodness!
And Sagat's been taken round.
Melty, you made contact. You do not go free wide there. Sagat should have backed off.
No, Sagat just got punted from behind.
Yeah, I know. I think Melty went for a very brave move as well. There's just so much carnage happening at the front, and Guapo's loving life. And he's up to the lead again. And he's grasped Conor O'Keefe, so it's YHYY as well. So it won't be long before Guapo goes for the race lead. Here comes J-Luke. Conor O'Keefe is defending like a lion at the moment. I know he's on tyres since the start of the race, but he's giving J-Luke a very hard time.
Yeah, the racing standards are dropping extremely quickly. We're seeing some very, very questionable racing.
Yeah, I think so as
well. I think Chill's
well.
getting frustrated. I think Chill's sat behind here thinking, I'm just trying to race my own race. Why is this guy, who's clearly on a different strategy, fighting so hard? He has the right to fight that hard, but not when contact gets involved. So I think the only benefit right now for Chill is you'll see his main contender last out of the runners that are still on the grid. So overall, he could still pull a gap.
I think Sir Cat wants a safety car, then he can go on fresh mediums. There you go to the end of the race, boom. If there's no safety car, he's out.
Here, maybe. He is, he's going to be on the mediums, he's got the inside. They're both they've got nothing left pretty much. He's going to brake later on the mediums, get ahead of Conor O'Keefe. Conor O'Keefe has actually got a much better exit on the outside, which has surprised me. And they're going to stay side by side. I thought J-Luke had that move done.
Nope.
He does now. And Chill.
Conor O'Keefe, oh my goodness, he was going to go for it again. I think J-Luke is not liking that at all, but luckily J-Luke has got past Conor O'Keefe. My oh my. I know Conor O'Keefe in D4 last season, and he's a defender. He is a defender. When you try to go for a move, he just defends like a madman. So yeah, I can see what he was doing. Let's see how he does against Chill. So I know Chill would want to get past him ASAP. So here he goes. Down the inside he goes. There we go, Chill up to 7th place. So pretty much the only cars that they got to get past on a different strategy are our top 3 right now, which is Ryan B, Cam and Corner Kicker. Yellow flag. Oh no, that is Melty who's had a spin. Melty!
Yeah, he's had a couple of spins now and it's not going well for him. And maybe I was wrong to write off Aguepo because he has been extremely consistent. Remember, ever since he got that double overtake on the straight past his teammate and YHY, and since then, he hasn't really looked like losing this net P1 at any point.
No, he doesn't. It looks like he's doing quite well for himself, for Guapo, as Julie Show gets past. Oh no, they both made contact because ghosting was on. J-Luke and YHYY are having a ding-dong battle. J-Luke's got past YHYY.
I think they swapped positions there.
I think they swapped positions. I think.
Yeah, there's a bit of teamwork there. YHYY's let J-Luke through, I think.
I know that they are very supportive with each other, I think, in the D3 chat. So not that surprising that YHYY's let J-Luke through. It's like, you know what? You try and get past the race leader, build that gap. If there's a safety car, boom. Oh my goodness, that was almost desync.
Yeah, Cool Kicker is lagging all over the place and he's causing problems.
I'm just a bit, what? Yeah, that's definitely desync for Caller Kicker.
Yeah, his internet is taking a poop and he is...
Melty's out. Melty is out. He's binned it in turn 15 and 16. And are we going to get a late safety car? That will be good if you were Ryan B or Cam. We'll see. We'll wait until it was called late last time. So I'm not going to say no until... Yeah, Caller Kicker's decent. He's all over the place now. So yeah, ignore Caller Kicker for the time being. But do they get reprimanded if their internet's playing up?
He won't get the position. Everyone will just get moved up.
Yeah, but is he desynced? Yeah, he's desynced. Yeah, he's left the session. I think he was told by, someone to leave the session, I think. So... He's
just teleporting all over the place at the moment, so...
Or he might just be desynced and just wanting to reload anyway to try and resolve that desync. Anyway, Harry F.
Well, luckily for us, he still has to pit, so I don't think it'll come too much of a change in the results come the end.
Nope, it won't. Harry F. down the inside of George Gamer up to 11th place. Nice comeback from Harry F, not gonna lie. So, he's on for points. Top 12 score points, by the way. And at the moment, it will go to... Well, Cervantes hardly got any penalties, and he's done his mandatory stop and the Haas can get to the end. So at the moment, Sorrento is going to be on for that final point. Now, realistically, these drivers can go on to a set of mediums now if they want to, but they don't want to risk it. If they want to probably hope that there's a safety car. If the safety car comes around about lap 18, 19, they may want to risk for a set of softs. But we'll see.
Oh, I tell you what. This might have been genius from the AlphaTauris. He's let J-Luke go. J-Luke's going to probably get ahead of Aguapo. J-Luke might be able to help his teammate get past the McLaren here. If he holds up the McLaren, he might actually... This might be genius from the AlphaTauris at a chance to help his teammate get the lead of the race.
I think you are allowed to help your teammate.
Me and Luke have done it a lot.
I think me and Jamie have done that quite a few times in the last few seasons. If one of us struggled, we'd help each other. So, yeah, is Chill down the inside, right-hand side. They make a bit of contact, but they're all right. As Chill trying to get past, hopefully. Oh, why? With defensive skill of dreams here, up to 5th. Well, he stays in 5th place. By the way, if we have a contender for teammate of the season for D3, I know it's early on to say, but put AlphaTauri as one of them, definitely. Because they're 4th and 5th at the moment.
Chill's ruining their plan at the moment. Chill's getting involved, and the YHYY's dropping back, so he needs his teammate to do some wonders, but those mediums will... I think the window's here now where the hards will be the better tyre.
Corner Kicker's in. Well, Corner Kicker's AI is in, so that gives an idea as to when we would expect the hard runners who stayed out to pit. I'm guessing. He's on mediums, okay. So will that allow Ryan and Cat... I think they're going to stay out, hoping for a safety car, I think. As I think Chill's faster than YHYY, and I can sense it with his steering movements and his pace in general. We'll see
Aguapo's all over the back of Camke, sorry. I think Camke's dropped out of DRS. I think we're probably going to see Aguapo make the move for P2. He's already net P1, but it just gives him that little bit of a gap to J-Luke, which he's going to get. Yeah, Camke moves out of the way. He knows it's not even worth fighting. Or is he going for a defensive move? I don't think he is. Defending this would be a little bit silly from Camke.
Yes. He wouldn't want to do what Connor O'Keefe did. Yeah. Nope, he's all good. He's let Guapo through.
And he's let J-Luke through. That's massive. But his teammate is next. And you know what? If I'm Chill, I'm really annoyed there. Because he's just let 2 people through that his teammate is fighting with.
Yeah, he should have helped his teammate. He literally... I need to actually look who's leading the constructors. It might be Williams. I might be wrong.
There's a big fight for second, but Camke's into the pit. He's absolutely done his teammate dirty. He's just let the 2 guys through. He could have held him up for the lap.
Cam, I have to say, Cam, I think Chill's going to have a word to say with you after the stream, I have to say, after the race. What are the constructors like? Williams a 3rd. Joint points. Oh, joint points with AlphaTauri. Oh. So, as it stands, AlphaTauri will be ahead in the constructors. But are Mercedes going to score any points? No. What's the gap? 73 minus... No, 102 minus 73. That's 29. Maximum point you can get is 43. So, I don't know. I don't know where both AlphaTauris need to be for...
But he's left Chill dry. Chill's now out of DRS to these front 2.
Here comes J-Luke for the race
is going to go for the race lead. Yeah, there we go. He's up into P1.
No, not quite. Guapo challenges him. I think those mediums could be giving up the ghost a bit more, but J-Luke's going to fight this anyway. And I think this is an example of how to help your teammate. But Chill, I think, is a cork in a bottle at the moment. But they want to beat Williams in the standings right now. And
yeah, Chill needed that. That battle really helped Chill. He'd fallen out of DRS. He was under threat from YHYY. in a way, Jay Luke has brought his teammate back into it, but he's also brought Chill into it too. So I think if he'd have waited a lap, had a bit of patience, he has to pit anyway. It would have actually been better to. It would have been better for his teammate to not go for that move because he's not going to get first anyway. He needs to pit, and YHYY would have had a free go at Chill, who would have had no DRS. So we're seeing a few teammate blunders at the moment.
Yeah, I think more than any other track, I think this season. I think we're seeing, a lot more teammates working together. I think more than any other season I've commentated on D3, which is interesting. I think, obviously we've seen, I think the two Williams, in season 8 worked together and they did well in the constructors, but not to the extent of what we saw AlphaTauri do at the moment. So everyone has pitted, apart from George. So George will... Oh. That is another example of teammate driver. Julie Show almost hit his teammate. Jaylee's going to try and go for the lead again on older tyres. On tyres that pretty much could be dead very, very soon. Down the inside he goes into turn 13 and 14. Gets the better line. Heading towards turn 15 and 16. He gets the lead from the McLaren. That is exactly what the AlphaTauri team wants. Now, can J-Luke get those tyres till the end? Because if he can't, Guapo still has a great chance of winning this one.
I don't even think it'd matter. I think if he tries to take those to the end, they're going to be so dead that Guapo will just drive on by like a breeze.
Yeah.
Those mediums now will already be struggling. They will not be great. 8 more laps on them, I just don't see it happening. I think Aguapo is going to buy this time, and I don't see anyone else winning apart from Aguapo at the moment.
He got so close to a race victory.
Has he got a penalty?
He got so close to a race victory in Japan, but I think he missed out, due to penalties. And he could get his first race victory in Alawi today. J-Luke with a penalty. Yeah, that's the race win. Net race lead at the moment is Guapo with Chill in second and YHYY in third. So that must have been turn 9 that he cut.
Yeah, and with a little bit more help with his teammate, YHYY could have been in the lead of this race, but sadly, teammates... Well, and now Aguapo's going to go for the move again. They've gone side by side here a couple of times. He's going to be on the outside this time. Will we see the infamous dive up the inside here? The room does get left. No, he's not going to go for it. I do think we'll see Chill go for it, though. He's looking a little bit opportunistic, and he knows right now that he's racing the McLaren for the win. This is Aguapo versus Chill for the win. YHYY is there, and if one little mistake happens, he will be right on it.
I think J-Luke, all he's got to do is help his teammate now, because he's got the penalty. So maybe he's going to try and hold Guapo and Chill up to get YHYY back in this race, and to potentially get YHYY the race victory. Because YHYY started pole, but did not have the best of starts. So I think J-Luke, the race win is over, but for YHYY, this could be huge. If he could keep up with the pace of the rest of the drivers, all J-Luke needs to do is make sure Guapo and Chill don't get past. Open the door for YHYY. So Gat is out the race. He's retiring the pit lane. It must be rear wing damage that he's got. Otherwise, he wouldn't have retired like that. I think you only retire in the pit lane if you have severe wing damage and you keep spinning every 5 seconds. So I think he's got rear wing damage, but I'll need to double check that. But yeah. So J-Luke has got to... Sorry.
No matter what happens here, this is a great race for Chill. First, yes. Second or third, Sagat is crashed out of this race. No matter what happens here, Chill will go top of the championship. As Aguapo going to go for the on-track move, going to P1, he's a lot closer this time, and he's got the move done before. J-Luke will not have the traction anymore to go for it back. And Chill's going to go for the same thing, and this is where we'll see how badly Aguapo wants to win this race. He's got effectively 1 lap to pull out a gap on Chill before Chill gets past J-Luke. And we will see now how good of a teammate J-Luke is, because YHYY needs something from his teammate here.
He does. He definitely does. And if he can hold up Chill, that will bring YHYY back in the CRS train. But that will also bring Dean Mortz in as well. So that is a sort of a situation I wouldn't want to be in. I wonder if both of the teammates are in a party. Has
Chill, going for it.
Chill's going to go for it into turn 1. The plan, the AlphaTauri L plan, does not work. We got Chill up to 2nd. So this is now effectively the battle for the win on track as well.
Yeah, those mediums have gone. Look, he's all over the place, and he needs to let his teammate pass as fast as he can, and he has done. He's darted out the way. He knows those mediums have died, and he has let his teammate pass before he drops out of DRS. Very smart. And I think YHYY will be thinking if you could have just held on for one more, because he wouldn't have got through Sector 1, so if he could have just held on for one more corner, this would have worked out great for the AlphaTauris, but he hasn't done. And maybe better for us, we now have a 3-way fight for the win of this race. I feel like I'm watching cars all over again.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think all will make it even more exciting is a safety car, but I know Chill would hate me for that, because that would curse him left, right and centre. But yeah, I think if there was a safety car now, everyone would just go on the set of soft tyres and then it will be pretty much even Stevens. George, why haven't you pitted yet? George, come in, box. Those hards have probably given up the ghost now, so pit. Go on.
I'll tell you who'd hate a safety car, a Guapo, because if a safety car comes out, whatever he does, everyone else will just ignore.
Everyone else will do the opposite to Guapo, I think. So if Guapo stays out, I think Chill, White, Roll, and J-Lit will go in. Personally.
100%.
But if Guapo goes in, Chill, White, Roll, and J-Lit will stay out.
Personally, I hope there isn't a safety car. I want to see a battle for pace between the 3 drivers. Just the best man will win. Aguapo has been the best man pretty much all race so far. But Chill has fought through a lot. His teammate tried to sabotage him. He's hung on in. YHYY's had the help from his teammate. He's still there. So now we've got 3 guys really going for it. And J-Luke will probably be able to help D-Morts stay out of DRS. So I think J-Luke is going to do his last little bit, because those tyres are absolutely dead. So if he can hold off the Aston Martin for 1 lap, the top 3 are going to go for it.
J-Luke, if you're watching this back, by the way, just tell me how much your tyres are by the end of the race if he stayed on those mediums, because, yeah, you could tell that D-Morts has caught up to him like a madman, and it must be that his tyre, he just got to limp it home and damage imitation, really. That, to be fair, that safety car did not help J-Luke, but at the end of the day, he had a different tactic. He wanted to help his teammate. He knew his race was over, and he's like, you know what, I'll help my teammate, do as much as I can. It's worked well to some extent, but not quite in the way J-Luke would have hoped. So we'll see what he can do towards the end.
Yeah, and we'll look at the fight at the back. Let's not ignore some of these guys. Matt and Saronte fighting for that last glorious point. They're on it and try. Most people are quite spaced out. We have this fight in the middle for P8, but Cam K can maybe get past Ryan. But Saronte and Matt fighting for the singular point.
They are. Saronte, no penalties though, so Matt Tibos will get it on the road, unless Matt Tibos pulls a 3-second gap. Let's look at penalties actually, just in case if anyone's jeffing or marking or whatever it is now. Sounds weird if it's marking, isn't it?
It's jeffing.
Yeah, jeffing. Can we have Jeff back? Jeff was so much better. Anyway, George Gamer, 18 seconds. We got J-Luke, Ryan Belshaw, Harry F, Connor, Matt Tibos on 3, Julie Show on 6, and Harry F's left the session. So that will promote Ryan B up, because the AI are very, very slow around here. D-Morts is trying to get past J-Luke into T12. I think it's T12. And yeah, I think the tyres have definitely given up the ghost for J-Luke, which is a bit of a shame, but you can focus now for the rest of the race. Realistically, still have a chance for a point, even if he drops a few positions. He's had decent pace throughout the race, to be fair. So I think he's just got to do what he can to maintain it. We could have a safety car now, because George Gamer's had a bit of a moment, but he's gone back on the track again. I swear to God, the Alpes day is also not good either.
Well, we're going to get a good idea as to how bad those mediums are. He's 1.5 seconds off of his best lap time. He's got what is essentially a 7-second gap to Ryan. Let's see how much Ryan closes that gap down, and we'll have an idea of how bad those mediums are, because they must be absolutely dead right now.
They must be, I think, falling off an edge of a cliff at the moment.
I don't know what we're doing with Connor O'Keefe. I'm not really sure. I know Harry F is now driving around as a ghost. He keeps hopping in and out. He's desperately trying to make it to the end of this race. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing about about Connor O'Keefe. He seems to be fine now. By the old looks of things, it looks like he's back in the race in his right position, because Ryan moved out the way of him, so he's aware that his car is there. I think Connor is in 8th as it stands.
He's 8th for me, so I think
He's
he's
8th
alright.
with 0 DRS.
He's got DRS for me. Oh, you meant ERS. I think you
ERS,
meant.
that's the one.
Yeah, he derated already, which is a bit of a shame. He's harvesting already, so he is struggling. But I have to say, good comeback from Harry F. He's starting in the back, I believe. Still on 17 lap odd hards. They will get to the end. A few more laps to go. I doubt there is going to be a safety car to ruin things for people. So this will carry on until the end of the race.
Oh no.
Here comes Chill.
I'm sorry, I've just looked at Division 1. We have a safety car, still 11 laps left. It is looking like we're going to get an all QBR podium as it stands.
Well,
Campbell,
the divisions
Nathan
2
and Gary.
4 will be starting late then, because the commentators are one commentator is in that division. So yeah, it gets a bit more of a break for us, I guess. So you know,
Practice.
Yeah, more practice. Yeah, I actually get to do some practice. So thank you, D1, for starting late. I could get some more practice in. Anyway, lap 26 or 28. I think Chill's gonna wait to the penultimate lap. It looks like. At this rate. Pretty much in DE1, everyone pitted, I believe, under the safety car.
Oh my, Connor O'Keefe!
Wow.
What are you doing?
Ryan B
He
got
sent it
back
from
at him.
so far back.
Yeah, but looks like it, doesn't it? Connor O'Keefe was like very, very brave there. As we got the two Ryan Bs fighting for 6th place. Ryan B's got him. I have to say, Mr. Consistent he is. He's doing a good job so far. We haven't seen that crazy moves, I think, from Ryan Belshaw today towards the middle of the race, which is good. I think he's realising that keeping it clean is helping him somehow. But Chill's got to go for it, I think, penultimate lap. If he does not, he could struggle, but he will have the DRS. He hasn't got that much ERS compared to Grappo, so I think best man wins. Jaylee's going to drop it down, I think. Jaylee will stay 5th anyway, because Ryan B is about 5 seconds down. So as long as, unless he gains 2 seconds in one lap. Not really
Ryan
possible.
B he should do. On those mediums, he's got 10 laps fresher. I would not be surprised if Ryan B makes this in 2 laps. He's got 2 laps to get this. I'm pretty certain Ryan B will be able to close that gap. I think we'll see Jay Luke drop a position. As Aguapo's round from first.
No, from the lead. From
He's
wing.
dropped it and he's down into 5th.
Did he lose on his own? He must have.
I think he did, and Chill is now up into P1, unless we've missed terrorism from Chill, which I don't think we did because he was over half a second ahead. I think we've just seen Aguapo choke the win on the second to last lap.
I think Chill would have got front wing damage as well, so.
And now all of a sudden, YHYY's looking at this going, I've got a race for the win here, and we might just see a showdown between these two for the race win. Chill and YHYY. And that is very unfortunate for Aguapo.
Bring it on as D-Mots and J-Luke having a bit of a battle for PE3 on the road at least. J-Luke's tyres are gone. Guapo's going to get past him in a matter of seconds. Ryan B has caught up a lot of time right now due to the worn tyres of
Aguapo's
everybody
in trouble
else.
from Ryan B.
Ryan B could be on for 4th. You could potentially be on for 4th.
Yeah, 4th. And he is. Look, Aguepo's tyres are cooked. They are absolutely roasting
Well,
from
of
that
course
spin.
he is.
19 laps
Guapo's
old
got no
already.
front wing.
Oh. Well, that makes more sense. He's staying out. He's doing another lap.
Oh,
And
God, that's going to be harsh. Ryan B
now Ryan
gets
B has
past,
sent
yeah.
it. And Aguepo may be seeing these penalties thinking, I'll hold on, but I don't care who you are. This is going to be terrorism. We're going to see a pile up in Sector 1. We might see issues here.
Yellow
And
flag.
yeah, he pulls off. He
That's
knows.
the Alpines. Alpines have come together. Looks like it for the mini-map.
We're going to go back to the front. YYY's dropped off. He's made a mistake. And it's looking like we're going to see Chill come home to win the race. There's still half a lap to go. Anything can happen. But as it stands, it looks like he's going to win the race. Conor O'Keefe now. He's all over the back of Ryan B, but he's got that penalty. That's not going to matter too much. And Aguepo, like a sitting duck, he's going to have to hold off Ryan B. This is going to be a... I tell you what, Ryan B could still pull 3 seconds to Aguepo. If the damage is that bad...
Yeah, it could happen.
I think he'll hold on. Like, Ryan B's struggling himself, so... Aguepo might still hold on to 7th here.
He could.
He's not going to get Conor O'Keefe. Conor O'Keefe will pull that penalty.
Chill, who was very unlucky last season in the USA with a late safety car to ruin proceedings for him, but this has helped him today with that safety car. Chill comes across the line by 1.3 seconds to win in USA. It's redemption.
Yeah, we're going to go back. I'm sorry.
Conor
We've got
O'Keefe
3
and
people side by side.
and Ryan B side by side. Conor O'Keefe's going to get 4th on the road. BF's going to drop down to 5th. Yeah, he's dropped down to 5th. Good recovery from Conor, by the way. Guapo in 6th. J-Luke 7th. I don't think you'll mind that too much, personally. MCR 8th. Ryan Belshaw 9th. Harry F 10th. Cameron Saronte. Is Saronte going to get the final point? Let's see. Yeah, because Corner Kicker's AI, I think. But yeah, with YYY's mistake, Chill's gone on and took that victory.
Yeah, Chill, race one in the end. Aguepo, big mistake, holds on to 6th. That fight between the 3 people at the end actually helped Aguepo stay within the penalty range of 2 people. So he'll be happy to salvage 6th from what looked like no points, but with just 3 laps to go, he was the race winner, and he was the race winner for most of that race. So he'll be kicking himself for sure. But Chill, first place, championship contender Sagat, DNF. Huge race for the championship. As Chill will take a, I want to say, a 13-point lead at the top, maybe more.
I will check. Chill's on 72 points. Gat didn't score any points, did he?
Nope.
So I can't do math. So Chill will be on. So it'll be 72 plus 25, 97. And how many points is How many points was Sir Gat? 81. So 97 minus 81. 16. You were close, but you were close. So 16-point lead over Gat in the championship. I think D-Morts would gain over Gat as well. No, he won't. No, he won't. So Chill. So Gat will be second. Drop down. Chill from 4th. Right, I'm giving Chill drive of the day. He started 14th and went on to win the race. Jensen Button-esque style drive. I'm giving drive of the day to Chill. YYY 2nd. D-Morts 4th. 3rd, sorry. Ryan B 4th. Conor O'Keefe 5th. Then we've got Guapo, J-Luke, MCR, Ryan B, Harry F, Cam, Saronte, your top 12. Corner Kicker. Well, Corner Kicker's going to not, I think, score anything because he was AI for most of it. And desynced. And we've got Matt Tibos, George Gamer, Julie Schultz, Sagat, the retirements were Sagat, Melty, Harry and Stumper. Well, we're going to pick 3 driver of the days before we head off. I know mine's going to Chill because of his sensational drive from 14th on the grid. I'll let you pick 2.
I'm still going to pick Aguepo. He drove a great race. I know he made the mistake, but I think he deserves to be in at least the nominees for driver of the day. And then it's got to be YHYY. Kept out of business. Got a little bit of help from the team, but he still held it up in the end. So yeah, I'm going to say Chill, YHYY, and Aguepo.
Yeah, sounds good. So that's I would have gone probably for YHY as well if I had to pick another one. So yeah, so I'm gonna write these in the chat before I head off, by the way. But where are we next week? I can't remember. Let me have a look. Hopefully it's a good chat. It's Canada, so we're going across the pond to Canada for round number 7 of the championship. Should be exciting. I think another track where penalties, I think, are going to be, I've deciding this one, I think. It didn't decide this race because Chill won, but I think it could decide it even more next week.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. And I don't know if you're doing podium interviews, but I will have to leave them to you. I have been desperate for the toilet for about 20 minutes.
I'm not doing podium interviews because A, on PSN, and B, I need to do some practice. So, yeah. So, yeah, no interviews today, but I have told them that. So, we're in Canada next week. Thanks, Nolan, for joining me this week.
No problem.
And we are racing D2 and D4 in just a moment. So, if you want to cheer Nolan on for the win, hopefully, in D2, go ahead. I don't know how I'm going to do because I haven't done any practice, but cheer on Nolan and myself anyway. I don't know who's in the commentary box for any of them today, so yeah. Have a good evening, everybody. Speak to you next week for the Canadian Grand Prix. Bye-bye.